Hi, it's Stephanie from Late Night Quilter, the blog, and the Quilter's Planner. This is our first free motion quilting design, simple cursive L's or loops. It's one of the easiest designs to start with, and I think you're going to really enjoy the flow and the whimsical nature of this design. Let me show you what it looks like, okay? Can you see it? Loops, that's all. Go ahead, practice your cursive L's, and go ahead and practice them on paper and draw them out whenever you have a chance. And even if you're just drawing in the air, my kids are like, oh gosh, she's doing it again, when we're like at practice or at the bus stop or anything. They're like, what's your mom doing? Oh, she's quilting in the air. Don't mind her. But you should do that too, because it's sinking these designs deep in your brain. Okay, you ready? Let's show you how it's done. Okay, first things first, let's anchor our thread. So we're going to bring our needle down into the fabric and hold on to the top thread. Here we go. And now we'll bring it back up, and we're going to catch that bobbin thread by then taking the top thread and holding it in 2 fingers and swiping it under. And it's a nice easy movement to catch both. So now you see I have my top thread and my bobbin thread. And now I can choose to drop my needle up and down a couple of times and anchor it, or later I can just tie a knot of the top thread and the bobbin thread and bury that knot in between the layers of the fabric and the batting. I'm just going to, since this is just a practice piece, I'm just going to drop my needle up and down a couple of times. And there, we're nice and secure. So let's start our loops. Nice and easy. You notice that I like to draw guidelines when I'm doing things like loops. It's really helpful to keep the size consistent. And now I want to readjust my hands, so I'm going to stop right here where the lines are crossing of my design. So now when I start again, if I have a bobble, and most likely I will at some point when I'm restarting, then it won't be quite as noticeable. I'm going to start off slow right there, and then I'm going to press my foot all the way down on the pedal and speed it up again. And stopping is completely okay when you're quilting on a sit-down machine. Here I go. I'm going to stop again, readjust my hands, and now I'm going to start slow again, keep it nice and smooth, and speed it up. Now just keep in mind that this is a whimsical design, which is wonderful because it really doesn't, you don't have to be perfect. It doesn't mean perfect is the right answer here. Whimsy lets us be imperfect, so embrace that. Don't worry so much about the length of your stitches. Just get the practice and get the feel of what it's like to do these little swirls. Practice them at different sizes, little ones, big ones. See how big you can go. Oh, I hear somebody coming. I think we're being infiltrated, which happens in my house all the time, and I'm sure it happens in your house too. But don't lose your cool. Just take a deep breath, and we just keep on quilting until they won't let me quilt anymore. Then I have to go make dinner, which I will do. Now that's it for the humble loop.